tighten your drums. Alright guys, so this video is geared towards techniques for you to be able to tighten your drums, make them really tight. I mean, just like this drum kit here that I'm playing. You might say to yourself, hey, but I've heard tighter drum kits than that. That doesn't sound so tight. The point is that anyone can go to a library of snares and then just pluck one out that's already tight. But what you want is the knowledge on how to actually get it to that point. Alright, so this is regardless of what drum kit you have. If you want to tighten it up, there's a way of doing that. That's what this video is about. Rule number 1 for tightening your snare drums, for tightening your drums I should say, is to shorten any of the spill that you get. Alright, shortening them first. A couple of ways of doing that. Come to the MPC, we'll check it out. Alright guys, so here's my sample, here's the hi-hat. If you listen closely to the hi-hat, it's not actually just going, you know, it's not just the hi-hat here, it's actually got like a second note that's sort of dropping off. Do, you can hear that. Do. You want to get rid of that second part, that woo, that slope. So here's what you do, right? You can chop it. Look how tight that sounds. So you hear it on the beat. See how short that hi-hat sounds? Real short. That's one thing you can do. Or, alright, snare. Again, it's got that those two notes. Down. You don't want that shit, huh? Alright, you got a tighter set of drums. See how tight that sounds? That's what you want to achieve. You want to achieve a nice tight sound. Alright, here it is again. Or you can do this, right? Just go to your envelopes. Alright, look guys, I just want to say just really quickly, this isn't these aren't tutorials on how to use your machine. Alright, this is basically techniques. Alright, then you can apply these on your on whatever it is you're using, whether it's on your computer, MPC, it doesn't matter. It's okay for me to show you this on the MPC because the MPC has especially the 1000, it has the waveforms and a real visual representation of sound and envelopes and all this sort of stuff. Okay, that's why I'm using it. So you can apply this knowledge to anything. Alright, so let's just get back to this. Use your decay, alright, and your envelope is basically going to be how the sound travels. Alright, goes in slow, so it sweeps up. You hear that? Or it takes off real slow, right? So use the decay. Yeah, I always like to use the decay because you don't want sound just to stop, right? You want it to be smooth. You want everything to run smoothly around each other, alright? So here's that. Let's get that sound here. Down. Look how tight that is. Cool. Guys, and this is one last technique here. This is the snare drum, and if you look at the front, you have a little bit of air. Now this is just because of my sampling habit and how I chop up my my samples. If you end up with this, right, you can get rid of that, and it makes the drum kit sound tighter. All right, so that's what I'll do. See, look. See, it just starts it starts that little bit sharper. All right, just comes in like that, and that's really the sound that you want when you want something to sound bursty. You know what I mean? Have burst. That's very tight. All right, it's a bit too tight for the track, right? But that's another technique. See, we get this one here. There it is. You see, it's got that again. There. This to me sounds a little bit loud. Put it down a little bit. And that's your tight drum kit. Alright, you could apply that to anything, guys. To anything. Alright. Alright guys, just to recap, tight drums, the way you tighten your drums, this isn't to make fat drums, this isn't to make drums more bursty, this is to tighten your drum kit up, and you do that by getting rid of the end parts, or putting the decay, just smoothing it right off so that you get rid of that little second note that sometimes spills in the sound. So instead of it just being like it goes, it's got that runoff. Get rid of that, tighten it up, get rid of the air that's at the front as well. That really gets in the way, and it stuffs up. If you're using sequencers, it actually throws off your sequencers, and it doesn't make it sound as natural as possible, because when you intend on hitting it, there's that slight delay. It throws off your beat. It makes you sound clumsy in that. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So peace, enjoy. Just comment if you want a different sort of video. Again, I'm not really making tutorials on how to use machines as such. It's more about the theory. You know, if there's a particular sound you're trying to achieve, you know, we could discuss how that's achievable. All right, and just yeah, just spread the love, man. You know.